So here I'm in York. I'll get on to the Junior Cup final later on, of course, but going into the Senior Cup final, Dringhouses finished 3rd in the York League Premier Division, while Rawcliffe was 6th, so not a great deal between them. So in that respect, it should be a pretty close match this today. Of course, I came to this event last year, it was a pretty good day, so fingers crossed for more of the same. Not really watched that much of York League this year. Obviously, it was quite a heavy feature last year during the COVID season, when obviously you couldn't get into proper stadiums as such, but yeah, looking forward to this today. So the team's warming up. Dringhouses are getting ready just over here, and Rawcliffe are just down here. So here they come. Dringhouses in the claret and blue, and Rawcliffe in the, they call it white, they call it grey, either way they've got black shorts.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the LNER.
I'm underwear. Rawcliffe have had a player sent off. It was not a nice challenge at all. Probably bet for the best that one wasn't on camera. Anyway, they're down to 10 men. So the game has been temporarily suspended because of the injury. All the players, barring the player obviously with the leg break, have now left the pitch. I believe we're waiting on an ambulance to arrive. Really horrible this is, not nice at all. So the update is that the player is now in the ambulance and the game looks as though it's going to resume any moment. Yeah, we should be in like technically the 47th minute, but yeah, 40 best not to film basically any of what was going on really, and just got to say I wholeheartedly wish the injured player all the very best. So we are now back underway. Having all the chances, just can't get the ball in the net. Half time, Dringhouses 0, Rawcliffe 0. Unfortunately, of course, the half has been massively overshadowed by what happened just 6 minutes into the game. Then, of course, there was like best part of a 40-minute hold-up. As a result of that, do have to reiterate, I do wish the injured player all the very best, but to his credit, he did seem in relatively good spirits as he was being sent to the ambulance. In terms of the half, once it continued, obviously at that point Rawcliffe were down to 10 men, and it probably showed in general Dringhouses have dominated, just haven't been able to put the ball away. Like, there's been a lot of times when we've had plenty of shots now, but I just can't remember them ever really testing the Rawcliffe goalkeeper. As for Rawcliffe, have maybe considered created very little, but they're hanging in there, they're having a go. I mean, if they can get this to penalties, and that is a pretty good outcome for them, because obviously from penalties it's really anyone's guess, but I'd imagine if it continues like this, then it is only a matter of time before Dringhouses do get the lead.
Quick question, who's going for his last bet?
19-20. 5 minutes added time. Looks as though this game is quite possibly heading to penalties, but then again, that could be famous last words. So at the end of 90 minutes, it's Dringhouses 0, Rawcliffe 0. It's going to be penalties to decide this, and as we said, that early injury really did take the spark out of this game. But anyway, it is penalties to decide this one. Right, so Rawcliffe to go first. And finally we see the ball go in the back of the net. Advantage Rawcliffe now for sure. A lot of work's doing off Dringhouses. Match point, Rawcliffe. Rawcliffe have won the Senior Cup. Full-time Dringhouses 0, Rawcliffe 0, with Rawcliffe winning 3-0 on penalties. When it's not your day, it's not your day, and it certainly proved to be the case for Dringhouses there. In general, have most of the play in the match, but just could not put the ball away. But credit to Rawcliffe, the help they hung in there, and yeah, they managed to get its penalties. Then obviously, as I said at half time, from there it's anyone's guess, and they've come out on top. So yeah, congratulations to Rawcliffe. But of course, this game has been overshadowed by matters we have mentioned already. Anyway, on to the presentation. Then on to Garforth LG versus Hamilton Panthers in the Junior Cup final.
Ben Rock, Dave Watson and Liam Ogden. And your Senior Cup winners are Rawcliffe Rangers.
So going into the Junior Cup final, it is Garforth LG versus Hamilton Panthers. Garforth LG finished third in York League Division 3, while Hamilton Panthers were second in York League Division 4. So Garforth will obviously be favourites going into this, but then again you probably have to say that Dringhouses were going into the last game, so you can't rule Hamilton out by any stretch of the imagination. This final last year between Pollington and Rawcliffe was an absolute classic, so fingers crossed that'll be the same, and fingers crossed there will be a goal in this one. Anyway, we'll head back out shortly to find out how the game unfolds. So the game's underway, and I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea which team is which. So it turns out that Garforth LG are in yellow and Hamilton are in blue. There's the chance.
The definitely is for, we haven't sensible.
just will not go in, will it? Half-time, Garforth LG 0, Hamilton Panthers 0. When it's not your day, it's not your day, and this really isn't my day. Just seems the ball just will not go in. I mean, there's been a few chances, probably have to say a few more than the first game, but still no avail just yet. To be fair to the Garforth LG keeper, he's probably kept them in it, I have to say, because in general Hamilton have absolutely dominated. But towards the end of that half, there were signs that Garforth were going into it, and we'll just have to see how the second half was, but I really hope there's at least one goal, because this is not a good day to be a spectator. Oh! Is this it? No. Is it? It's just not our day. Not happening, is it? It's an older charge. Thank God for that. So we're into added time. Garforth looking to see this out. Hamilton going to start pushing for an equaliser to take us penalties. Looking for diving.
Full time, the 2020. Your Junior Cup final winners are Garforth, Lord Gascoigne.
Full-time Garforth LG 1, Hamilton Panthers 0. I think overall it's probably going to be a day that will be remembered for all the wrong reasons, but I must say that second half was played in the right spirit. It got to a point where it was really tough to call. I mean, obviously Panthers were well on top in the first half, and you're thinking it was only going to be a matter of time, but to be fair, obviously the LG keeper was absolutely brilliant today. But then in the second half, the game sort of opened up a bit more. Garforth had a lot more chances. They had put quite a lot wide, and it was looking like it was just going to be a day where the ball just would not go in, and as it happens, I've personally never seen 2 0-0s on a bounce, so I'm glad to have avoided that record 5 minutes from time. I think overall in the second half, doing it on the balance of chances, then I think Garforth probably had just a few more than what Panthers did, but honestly, like I think both teams from that second half and can take so much from their overall performances. Like it was, as I said, tough to call after a while, and I've got to remember as well, Panthers are a division below Garforth, and yeah, really made a good account of themselves on the day, and on another day could have easily won it, but it wasn't to be, and I've got to congratulate Garforth on the win. So yeah, like maybe not a day that's going to go down as one of my all-time classics, but I'm not going to let one day that maybe wasn't brilliant overshadow what has been a monumentally brilliant season. But anyway, that is that for this video. I'll be back in the early part of the week, probably with the result of May Goal of the Month. The vote for that is probably going to go up on my Twitter either tonight or at some point tomorrow. And speaking of votes, the vote for this season's DB30 Sports TV Viewers Awards is now open, and I will put the link in the description. So if you'd like to cast your votes in the categories, then you're more than welcome to do that. But until the next time, take care, and I'll see you later.